All right, Taurus, welcome to your weekly horoscope for February 15th to the 21st. My name is Athen. So we've got, it's a nice week, actually. We've got Venus changing sign going into your 11th house. We've got a new moon in Aquarius and some nice aspects taking place. It starts on Sunday when we have Venus going into that 11th house of yours. So with Mars there's perhaps been some energy, motivation with friends, groups, your ideals, perhaps enjoying your work, really being motivated to enjoy your work more, or being of service through your work or just in service in general. And now Venus joins up with Mars in that 11th house. So with that, passion and drive and motivation that Mars gives us, with Venus, it's about enjoyment and about connectivity and about relationships in many ways too. So this is a really great week for friends, for groups, for all these 11th house matters. You'll find that very enjoyable and very passionate because as Venus gets closer and closer to Mars, they're going to soon go conjunct at the end of this week. So this whole week is sort of this passion building, this enjoyment, this drive with the masculine, feminine energies linking up in your 11th house. So again, enjoy those 11th house things and connect to your work on a deep level. Focus on being of service. You'll find all of that very enjoyable. Now on Tuesday, we've got this sort of ongoing aspect throughout the week between like Tuesday and Friday-ish, like middle part of the week here. And that's involving Mercury, who recently went retrograde in your 9th house. So perhaps there's been some reflection about your life path right now at the moment. Some it's been over the past couple weeks, really 3 weeks. And so things have been starting to go forward in regards to your overall life. This is the adventurous side of yourself, the passion, the enjoyment of life itself, and your life path in many ways. So whatever reflection you did, now the movement's starting to go forward with that Mercury direct, but he's sextiling up to Saturn when he does that this week. And so Saturn rules your 9th house. So there's a nice synergy here between the ruler and Mercury, which is things starting to move forward, and there's an opportunity here for you to make the more practical choices, the more disciplined approach to the whole life path stuff. And so it's an opportunity, it's a sextile, there's a flow there. So this is also involving things like travel, long distance matters, philosophy, anything that opens you up mentally, spiritually, or physically. Great week to do it. And it's about putting forward a lot of these things you learn perhaps about the philosophy, divine principles, or your overall life and your enjoyment in life in many ways too, because that's what the 9th house signifies. So so nice week and very good rational thinking, concrete, organized, disciplined energy, very grounded energy available for you in terms of your life path all week, especially around Thursday when they go exact. Now on Wednesday, we do have that new moon, and that's in your 10th house in Aquarius. So new beginnings taking place in regards to your work sector. This is always a very progressive thing. You guys are very unique and progressive in your approach to how you go about the work, career, or public stuff. And so this can be a new idea, new insight, something new brewing this week in regards to your work or public stuff. And so obviously the energies are low this week. Wednesday is going to be that middle low point, but it's about that reflection period and being receptive to the insights and sort of ideas and things that are coming to us in regards to your work. So, and it's very spiritual too, because you've had Neptune in your 10th house also. Spiritual to you, like connective or perhaps giving through your work as well. So reflect around Wednesday, but as the week starts to unfold, you're going to notice the energy building. And then next week, the week after this, will be much more energetic, and a lot of these new ideas that perhaps you started to work on or started to think about will gain much more momentum and stuff. But it's still helpful to put the energy forward. Just kind of treat this week as this sort of learning process, get your feet wet, try some different things, especially involving the work stuff or career stuff. So like I said, Venus and Mars are going to be conjoined this week, getting closer and closer. And that's going to be all the way through Saturday. Saturday is the high point of this. So very passionate weekend, actually. Great weekend for friends. Again, groups, communities, anything else 11th house related. Good energy, good passion for that. All right, Taurus. Well, that concludes your weekly horoscope. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.